Okay, so you probably can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be taking you through this week, and this is the last week before my finals. I am so excited. I know a big part of my feelings are because of what's been going on in the world, and ever since we had to permanently go on online school, it has been, man, it has been a struggle to gain some sort of motivation to like get through the school semester. So with that being said, I think why this week seems so crazy is because of what has been happening and having to, like we were off school for about, I think, three or 4 weeks. We didn't have class. And so that just honestly, I mean, it tanked my motivation. So this week's nuts. I have 4 exams, and I wanted to start this video yesterday. Today's Tuesday, so I wanted to start this video yesterday, but I'm telling you, I could not handle like another thing. I was so stressed out. The previous video is kind of an introduction to who I am and what I'm doing, and so I kind of get into more detail of what I am going to school for, but just for this video reference, I am a dietetics major, and so it is a Bachelor of Science, and so a lot of my classes are very heavily science related, and this semester is no exception. So I am both in Anatomy and Physiology 2, which love it, and I'm also in microbiology. And the problem with this semester is they butt up next to each other. So when I was actually going to class, I had about a 15-minute break, and then the next lecture would start. So it's been kind of hard navigating that, but I will say one of my strengths is time management, and I have a good handle in planning things out, planning for the week, what needs to get done, what's priority. I'm really good at kind of determining what needs my attention at that moment and what can wait. But let me tell you, they have been fighting for my number 1 spot, and it's been very, very hard, and it's just been a lot. So I had an AP exam yesterday, and then I have a micro exam tomorrow. I also had I went ahead and took my micro lab performance assessment, which try doing that online. Insane. It's absolutely insane. I really give a shout out to the faculty for like really pulling through and making it the best they can, but that was a little stressful, and so I actually just like on a limb went ahead and like got that done, because I'm like, I cannot have that on my mind. So I got that performance assessment done, which all that is they give you, with your notes, they ask you questions and you have to determine an unknown bacteria. So it wasn't as bad as I was anticipating, but I just like needed to get that off my chest. So, and then I was very anxious about the anatomy lecture, but that's done, and now I'm a little stressed out about my anatomy lab final. So typically the way it works when you are going to class, you go in, there is models all across the lab. You have a piece of paper that has 50 questions on it, and then you go around in stations, and I'm sure this is like standard. This is like what you would see in probably any anatomy lab college lecture thing. But so everything's online, and so that's been really stressful. And then I just got word that we have 100 questions for this, and we have an hour. So I am a little anxious. My like chest starts to tighten when I think about it. So that's what you're gonna see this week. You might see me break down, and I thought, why not bring everybody along to witness this? But hopefully that doesn't happen, but whatever. So I just gotta get to Thursday, and then we will gear up for finals week, which is next week, which that's not too bad because my labs will be already finished. So I'll just have a business management final. I don't know why I keep saying lecture. Business management final, my anatomy and physiology final, and then my microbiology final. So just continue watching if you just want to see what this potential train wreck might be.
Okay, what's up everybody? What you're going to see here in the next few clips is me just writing out what I need to do this week to stay on track. So just continue watching if you want to see how I do that. Okay, so in the beginning of this video, I had mentioned that this was a pretty heavy week for me. It's surviving the week before finals, but I had gotten some new information from the time I filmed that to now that I actually have just, if not more, of a busier week next week for finals. So not only is it important for me to keep on track this week, but I also need to be looking ahead for next week because I thought I only had 2 finals, but Homegirl has 5 of them. Now I will say one is technically a paper, but it's still due next week, so it's gonna be a little crazy. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just writing out everything that is very important to me. So my 4 exams that I have this week, I'm looking at the camera. Hey. I am writing everything out, and that just gives me an idea of what I need to study for. And then I also here, I don't know if it's in this clip or the next one, but I write a looking ahead, and that just ensures that I am going to stay on track, especially like having to study for exams this week and then basically taking a 10-second breather and just going right back in and studying for stuff for next week. So this is going to be a little tricky to navigate, but I know I can do it. Okay, so here's a perfect example of looking ahead a week and realizing what needs to get done. So I have a business management final next week, but I have the time now to print all my notes out and to start studying because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a science nerd, and pretty much anything outside of that I really struggle with. So this business management class has not been like my favorite one of the semester, and so I just have to put a little bit more effort into studying to make sure that I do well. So right now that's what I'm doing. I'm just pulling up everything, and then my plan is to start studying tomorrow through the weekend and then hopefully be ready to take it Monday. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that most students like to prepare, or not prepare, but look over their material before they take their exam. So I was fixing to take my microbiology exam, and so you can just see that I'm going over the material. One of the best pieces of advice I have ever been told when it comes to studying, my sister-in-law said this because she's a professor. She said that if you can teach somebody the material, you know it, and you would be able to, take a test and do well. And so I've always really stuck by that. So my favorite way of studying is to talk out loud. And you can see me a couple of seconds back, I'm like, or actually right now I'm talking out loud. It just helps me retain it. So I don't like to read things really. I either like to write things out. I think it's is it tactile learning? Where I'm physically writing or I'm doing something while I'm learning. And again, I typically like to pace and just kind of talk out loud and teach myself through it. So that's really, really have been helping me, especially in these science courses where a lot of it's heavy concepts and you're having to figure out one question. You have to ask yourself another question to kind of lead you to that answer. So this has really helped. So if you've never done it before, I highly suggest you give it a try. Good afternoon. I was getting ready to say good morning. I love how as the week has gone, my bags have just gotten progressively darker. How are we all doing? Are my college students
doing about as well as me, because it's pretty rough. This has been a really rough week. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. Well, today is Thursday. Today is the last day before my actual finals start officially. So the only thing I have going on is my anatomy and physiology lab final. And I said this in the very beginning of the video. They made it online, obviously, but they made it 100 questions in an hour. And typically, you know I love that word, it's only 50 questions and we get about an hour and 20 minutes. So they really have a lot of faith in us, I guess. But I have to take that and then pretty much go right into getting ready for next week. So I'll explain that in a little bit, because I need to just maybe pray this cup of coffee, my third one of the day, kicks in. So cheers, baby. Good morning. It is Friday. Bless the Lord. He's good. Let's get this going. Okay, so the last time you saw me, I was looking pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, after I filmed that little clip yesterday, I fell asleep. So yeah, I'm telling you, this week is wearing a girl out. So basically, just as like a recap, I have Monday finished my AP lecture exam. Tuesday I had my microbiology lab performance assessment, and then Wednesday I had my microbiology lecture exam, and then yesterday I had my anatomy lab final. And as we remember, I said it was 100 questions and I had an hour, and when I say I was hauling tail, I mean, there was no second guessing. You just had to pick your answer and go. And so the entire time, my heart was just like beating out of my chest. It was awful. So that like really wore me out. So I didn't really do much after that. I just, I took a nap, and that was about it. So pretty much now I have a busy day, because I have to pick up my groceries. I have to run to Target. What else? I had to drop my dog off at daycare. I got to take my other dog to the vet to remove her stitches. And so this is what I'm talking about, like how it can be kind of hard to navigate being a college student and also a full adult who has other responsibilities. And so it's hard because I can't just say, oh, Friday, have nothing going on, I can just study, when it's like, well, no, I have to get up early and I've got things I've got to take care of. So I'm trying to give myself a little grace. I said in the beginning that I have a really good handle on time management and being able to just keep on track. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been very, very tough this week, just because of everything that's been going on, all the exams I've had, and then just to turn right back around and then get ready for next week. So it's been hard, and morale has been a little low. I'm just really, really excited that I only have a week left before this semester is done and I can have a break. So I'm pretty much going to conclude the video here. Because of the things I have to do today, it's going to be another video, and then I will film surviving finals week, because as we know, I have way more on my plate than I thought in the beginning. So this weekend, I have a lot I have to do. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I feel like it didn't really show like how stressed out I was. I feel like all you see is just me just getting exhausted by the end of the week. It's just like it keeps like increasing. I was trying to do like a down slope. Like I was going downhill, but like my tiredness was like increasing. So I feel like I just kind of looked dead in the eyes, and that's kind of probably be a good description. So I'm sorry if it seems like, I was like, what the heck? I was like, what's that noise? If it seems like this girl does not seem stressed out. Well, no, I'm just exhausted and barely hanging on. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.